Good evening to all the subscribers and followers. As always, we always try to keep you updated with all the info and knowledge about what's going on in the market. So, as we saw last week, everything went down and people are afraid. Are we in a recession? What's going on? People are freaking out. So, now let's make it clear what happened last week and what might happen in the future and what will be the best strategy or plan that I will perform. So, back to the facts. Last week, the federal announced the CPI, which was the inflation was up 8.6%, and that was the highest in the last 40 years. And that is definitely something not good. So let's make it simple. What does that mean? When the inflation goes up, why is that bad? Why is everyone afraid that inflation might happen? Why are people more searching more about inflation recently, and recession, all those kind of news? Google's showing that in their results. So what's happening is, okay, let's explain what that means. When the inflation is going up, that means the cost of buying everything will go up. Let's say the gas prices will go up, the food will go up, the buying a house, purchasing a property will go up. So everything's going up too much. So that's what we call inflation. Things are going up. And that's not good for the currency. That's not good for the economy. So for several reasons, the government is trying to stop the inflation, stop it, control it, which is hard. And that might be dangerous. So what they try to do is increase the interest rate. Now, what does interest rate have to do with inflation? Let's clarify that. So when the feds keep raising the interest rate, try to stop the inflation, what will happen? Borrowing money will be more difficult. Okay, so let's say a bank or whatever wanted to borrow money. Instead of the interest being 2%, it'll be like 3%, 4, 5, 6, 7. Depends on how far the feds will continue raising the interest. What that means is that companies and corporations or whoever cannot borrow money anymore because it'll be so hard to borrow money. And what will that cause? That will cause companies to announce bankruptcy, and employees will lose their jobs, and that will affect other companies because so many people will lose their jobs. People don't have money to buy, purchase, and that will affect the economy in general. So that's what people are afraid of. I hope that's clear. Which means there are chances the feds might raise the interest rate 75 points instead of 50 points. And that's why people are freaking out, and companies and corporations, and they're selling stocks and crypto and so on. So the other question, are we in a recession now or not? Well, let's say explain what recession means, and then we can know if we are in a recession or not. So being in a recession means that the GDP should be negative twice. So far they announced the GDP once was negative. So if they announce the next quarter also negative, that is called a recession. That's when the channels and everyone in the media will call it recession and will say we are in a recession. Okay, what should we do? Okay, I'm not a financial advisor. This is my opinion. As we can see now, for instance, the cryptocurrency, the market cap went down to $1.1 trillion. That is very low. It hasn't been that low for a while. The Bitcoin hit $27,000. So crypto is going down. When you talk about real estate, usually real estate goes down and get affected by the economy, but it's the slowest. Or let's say the stock and the crypto get affected immediately. The real estate, it will take it time to get affected. So the real estate prices might go down because if the interest rate goes up, people cannot afford buying houses anymore. So that means more people will be selling and less people will be buying, but that will take time. It might take more months for that to affect the real estate. So what should we do? Long-term investment. Don't invest once because we don't know when will be the best time to invest, but keep investing. Let's say every month or every week or every 2 months. Just invest constantly the same way because we don't know where the bottom is. Okay, everything's crashing. It's been crashing, but do we know when the bottom? For instance, during the COVID recession, the market was the market recession was only like 1 or 2 months. But if you go back to 2008, it was like more than a year. So we don't know the bottom, how long it's going to be. So continue buying around the bottom. We don't know where the bottom is. But guess what? Long term, you're going to make a lot more than what you invested, because if you go back historically, every time a recession happens, see what happens after that. You're buying around the bottom, you're getting things half the price, quarter the price, 70% of the price. Guess what? Discount. Long term, you're going to win. So, long story short, to please subscribe, hit like to keep so you'll be updated with everything new regarding the stock market and the crypto and the economy in general. And if you have questions, let me know. Thank you.